He my lip, broke my phone. I tried to stop him from leaving, and when he was trying to close the door, I put my hand in the way, so he accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose. It was just a whole big thing. So
Chill, not even cancer is bad enough to stop Bhad Bhabie's dead baby daddy Levin from cheating and embarrassing her, because she just got into it with Alabama Barker after she caught Alabama getting her back blown out by Levin. Crusty self. Mind you, Alabama just turned 18 a few months ago, and from the timeline of her and Leon's relationship, he was booed up with this girl when she was still underage. To make matters even worse, he was putting his hands on Alabama, just like he did to Bhad Bhabie, and Alabama wasn't wasting no time and dropping receipts of this attack. Bhabie, on the other hand, decided to come at Alabama, who was obviously by this man, instead of leaving him alone and calling him out on his beat. Yes, you just cannot make this up, y'all. It started just a few days ago, when Bhad Bhabie got on Instagram and accused Alabama of stealing her man, along with a boxing glove emoji alluding to wanting to jump Alabama. She said at Alabama took my man. I told Levin, next time I catch you, you going to be with them. Single Alabama saw this post after the showroom posted about it, and she slid into the comments to deny ever being involved with Bhad Bhabie's man by commenting deal. She also posted a TikTok by lip-syncing to a sound about her being a baby and added the caption, I'd never want a bum. This shady caption right here was what really triggered the hell out of Bhabie, and she decided to air everything out. Up until this point, everybody thought Alabama didn't get along with that man at all, and that Bhad Bhabie was just being delusional. I mean, why in the hell would she get with Levin, out of all people? In her own words, he a bum. And he literally puts his hands on Bhad Bhabie, knowing very well she's struggling with cancer. That man is a demon right there. However, it turns out that Alabama was actually involved with that man for a couple of months, and Bhad Bhabie proved this by posting some screenshots of Alabama talking to him and even telling him how much she misses him. Mind you, she and Bhabie was friends around this time, so she knew that was her baby daddy, and she was still messing with him anyway. In fact, in one of the screenshots that Bhad Bhabie posted, Alabama was ranting to her friend about something that Levin did to piss her off, and she was to tell Bhad Bhabie about her affair with him. Bhad Bhabie also went off on Alabama in a series of posts in which she said, doesn't sound very ew to me. I truly believe she only entertained him because he's my baby daddy. I've watched her talk to numerous men with girlfriends, but never thought I would see the day she did it to me. Shading me like I did something to you is even more crazy. You did something to me. I did absolutely nothing to you. This entire thing made Alabama obviously look like a liar, cause she said ew. And now it turns out she was actually laid up with the same man she was calling a bum. I mean, the math is just not mad. Then she went on Instagram to finally explain the circumstances around how she and Levin met. However, she insisted that she and him were never romantically involved. Alabama claimed she met Levin for the first time after he joined her friend group to go on a trip to Vegas. At the time, she didn't know he was Bhad Bhabie's baby daddy, but he also never mentioned it. However, she didn't actually have plans getting with him for real, because during the trip he attacked her by throwing a bottle at her, which hit her in the head. And before y'all call her a liar, she actually posted a photo of what her head looked like. After the she said after that trip, he kept hitting her up with different numbers to try and get her to be his girlfriend, but she turned him down. Somewhere along the line, she found out that he was Bhad Bhabie's baby daddy, and even tried explaining to her what happened, but Bhabie was fixed on believing Levi and LV and my friend group traveled to Las Vegas last year again, prior to me knowing that they was together, during which he threw a bottle at my head, resulting in significant injury. His behavior was not only reckless, but deeply concerning. It's troubling to see that despite his actions, she still continues to defend him, even after I told her what he had done. I was unaware that that was her boyfriend until after spending time with him in public on 2 separate occasions. It's clear that he is manipulating her, feeding her a distorted narrative to justify his behavior. She added another post to put it simply, LV deceived me something I have evidence of, including messages claiming he wasn't actually LV, that he's single, and that he didn't have an Instagram account before pointing fingers at me. I suggest looking at the source. Over time, LV initiated frequent communication, including calls and text, but nothing substantial ever came from it. However, he has since deleted many of these messages. Though I have everything documented, I've OLS multiple times to Danielle, understanding that her partner misled me at this point. This has been ongoing for almost a year, well before anything was posted. Throughout this time, LV has confessed his feelings for me repeatedly, and despite his dishonesty and betrayal of his relationship, I chose to disregard his advances. I also have continued evidence of him, including using fake numbers to contact me and expressing his love for me. I have no interest in this man, nor would I ever lower myself to be with somebody who has been physically toward women. But Bhad Bhabie ain't letting up, y'all. She also jumped on IG Live to give us a breakdown of what really happened, and even ended up revealing that the reason why Levin busted her lip was 'cause a few months ago he caught her cheating with Sosa. And for those of y'all who somehow don't know, Sosa is Chief Keef's nickname, and she actually used today Chief Keef before she got with Elvon. Apparently, she never actually cut ties with Keef, and every time she and Levin would fight, she would call Keith to pick her up, and then she would stay at his place. And as y'all can imagine, some real adult stuff went down when they was together at his crib. Once he found out about her messing with Chief Keef, he packed up and left her house to stay in a hotel. And it was during those 2 weeks that he met Alabama. Once he and Alabama started messing around, Alabama unfollowed her on IG.
To where this really started from. So me and Levon get into it. We was drunk, and sometimes when we get drunk, we either all night or fight all night. And we get whatever. So me and Levon were drunk, we get into it. I up by calling Sosa. So I call Sosa and I'm like, yeah, we fighting, blah 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 blah, basically come get me. So Levon, so me and Levon went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls me. Levon answers my phone. It didn't say Sosa at the top or nothing. It was just the phone number. But Levon answers the phone and you hear Sosa's voice saying, Danny, what's up? Or Danny, where you at? So I was the one that cheated first. I cheated by calling Sosa from the jump. So after Levon answered the phone, he busted my lip, broke my phone. I tried to stop him from leaving, and when he was trying to close the door, I put my hand in the way, so he accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose. It was just a whole big thing. So I'm trying to wake E up, and I'm telling E, take me to the hospital. Meanwhile, the phone never hung up. The phone never hung up, so Sosa heard all this going on, right? So right after that, I'm trying to wake E up to take me to the hospital because my hand is literally like up. So E's drunk as he's like, Danny, go lay down. And I'm like, bro, okay. So I call Sosa and I'm like, bro, I need to see a doctor. I need to go to the hospital. So he comes, picks me up, and he calls the house. We use the same house call doctor. So he calls the doctor for me. The doctor comes, looks at my wrist, makes sure my teeth aren't going to fall out, gave me some medicine, and I go to sleep. I stayed at Sosa's house that night. This was all at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I took 2 Xanax, went to sleep, and didn't wake up till 4 or 5 o'clock. I call E's phone when I wake up, which E's Levon's best friend. And when he called me, it was on FaceTime, and he seen Sosa got a whole bunch of shit above his bed, the glow gang, whatever. So E seen that and was like, "Oh my God, Danny, are you dead right now?" And I was just like, "I'm bad." And then Sosa dropped me off back home a couple minutes later, and When I got there, Levon was boxing his stuff up in boxes. I was crying on the floor, screaming like, please don't leave me, our family, please don't leave me. So he left his stuff. He ends up going to stay at a hotel for 2 weeks. And in these 2 weeks that he's gone, he meets Alabama. Me and Levon get back together after this 2 weeks. And I'm on Instagram. Me and E sitting in the bed, I'm on Instagram. And I click a picture of Alabama on the Explore page and I see it says follow. And I'm like, what? Alabama follow me? So I called Talon. And I'm like, did something happen between us and Bama? Like, I'm confused. So Talon's like, oh, I had heard something about her and Levon. But she was like, I didn't even think it was serious. I thought it was just made up, so I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to work you up. So I called Levon, and I'm like, Levon, you noticed? Like, so I'm texting Levon. I'm on the phone with Levon, and I'm texting Bama, like, Bama, call me now. Like, fuck. Like, why am I hearing something about you and my baby daddy? And she's like, what? No, never. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, be real with me. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, we met, and we exchanged numbers, but that was it. Levon didn't tell me the truth, nor did Alabama tell me the truth. So basically, like a couple weeks later, I'm at my mom's house in Florida. And Levon not answering the phone, so I track the location on the car, and I see that the car is in Alabama's neighborhood. So I called Alabama, like, is Levon at your house? And she was like, no, he's not. She was like, hold on, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna call you back. So she calls me. And she's like, yeah, my mom has it all on recording. She was like, yeah, we linked each other a couple times, but we never had sex. It wasn't like that. Like, he lied to me and told me that he wasn't him. First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the fuck are you going to say that he told you it wasn't him when you could have easily figured out it was him?
This mess is just ridiculous, and honestly, Alabama should stay as far away from that man as possible. Him throwing a bottle at her in Vegas was such a red flag. And can we talk about how casually Bhad Bhabie is talking about loving her up to the point of her teeth almost falling out her mouth? She made it sound like that was just another day with that man, when he literally almost uniffed her. Like, what the hell is going on? Chill. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this mess, like this person who said, that's how I can tell Buddy manipulating her bed because he convinced her that she cheated when she called for help after getting another person said, girl, blink twice if you want us to get you out of there. This is not love. Childhood trauma shows itself in so many ways. If you remember her story from the beginning, this outcome shouldn't surprise you. Girl needs a lot of therapy and Master Jesus, cause this is a mess and then some. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Alabama messing with Levin, and do y'all really think Bhad Bhabie is finally going to leave him? Or is she going to keep defending him like she's been doing all this time? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.